It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Kevin Gausman.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Okay, all set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Outside. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. The 1-1. That one missed.
One strike.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And there's one away.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gausman measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Inside, just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
1 out, base is empty. Line drive. Dives. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Betts. And first offering is fouled off. Turns and fires to Betts. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
2 outs, base is empty. In the dirt, and it's 1-2. The pitch. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. And today on the hill, Blake Snell.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That one not close, and that is ball 1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 0-1. Just missed.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
This is off the inside, and it's 2-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Off the mark there, and the count is 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That's outside, and it's 1-0. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses. 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Alejandro Kirk in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Two outs. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strike.
Next pitch is outside. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
And now Dalton Varsho. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Nabs it, and that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Gausman back to work. Ground ball right side. Guerrero throws to first in time, and Freeman is retired.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missing inside. Hard hit left side. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Tommy Edman in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Connor Falefa gets it to first, and they get Edman for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Down to third baseman, Ernie Clement. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Addison Barger. Gets the call. Strike one. Ball one there.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Nobody out, runner at first. That one fouled off, 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Siggy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got
off-balance feed. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
There's the strike. Out of bounce right side. Kiner-Falefa. They get the out on Muncy.
Batting 8th. Center fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Popped up. Kiner-Falefa. 2 down.
Batting 9th, left fielder, Alex Call.
Now a chance for Alex Call. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Dodgers are set down in order. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's Andres Gimenez. And that's outside. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Davis Schneider.
And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. He's already homered in this game.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
1 down, base is empty.
Snell won his second Cy Young award in 2023, the same season he led the majors in walks. That doesn't happen very often, but it wasn't the first time. Early Wynn did the same thing in 1959 with the Chicago White Sox.
That's a laser base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Now batting first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Sliced hard but foul. Schneider, the base runner at first with 1 out. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Didn't go. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Over to Edman. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Miguel Rojas. Ground ball left side. Over to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. He's 0 for 1.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
There's a strike. Smith in his 6th season, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. One down, base is empty. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 1 of the World Series. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Dodgers down in order. They're down 1-0. Back now in Toronto. Bottom 4. Now it's the DH. Bo Bichette. That one the other way. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Bichette goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And there's the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a foul out of play. That one missed. Swung on, belted, back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton.
So 2 down now, and here is Dalton Varsho. Flied to right his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1. Ball, that's off the plate.
That one ripped. Hernandez brings it in. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're on top 1-0. Game 1 of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Gausman back to work. That one misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Strike 1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And he chases that one below the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses. Ball 3. Up the middle, Jimenez. And Freeman is retired.
Now batting, right fielder,
And now the right fielder,
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. Inside. And that's ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just misses with that one.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
That one down the line. Sends it to first, and Hernandez is out.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Grounded out his first time. And there's a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The Jays up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And that's fouled off. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Addison Barker.
Right fielder.
First time up was a pop out.
Barker.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is outside. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Left field call. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Top of the 6th inning. Muncy digs in.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
To the right side, Connor Falefa. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Muncy. Enrique Hernandez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a foul straight back. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Guerrero hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Call.
And up next for Los Angeles, Alex Call. Grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Chases in the dirt, slider there. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here we go, bottom 6. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Gimenez. Fastball for a strike. That one's in there. And the count is 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Well, swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy sizing this one up, has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now, Davis Schneider. He's already homered here in this one. That hits the dirt, and that is ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And another ball.
2-0.
Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Base is empty, one away here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Comes a 2-2. And that's down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find his zone.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
So man aboard, and the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Snell checks over to first, and he's back.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Runners at the corners here, one away. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And ball 1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Runners are at the corners, one away. That's towards center. Hernandez sizing it up. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. That one ripped, but foul. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the 7th here in Game 1. Blue Jays 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, top of inning number 7, and now the DH, Miguel Rojas. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your Game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. He really delivered for his team by going deep into this game. Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Will Smith digs in now.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. Tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And that is out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one is downstairs. Going to count 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Mookie now. On the ground, and foul ball.
One ball, one strike.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 3.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that one fouled off. In danger of losing the perfect game here. That's the 3rd, and that's just foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. To third, Clement. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching the
Number 80 will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Up and in, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Now 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 1 for 2. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Henriquez also throwing. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Addison.
Now it's the right
Barger.
fielder, Addison Barger. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Gausman back to work. And that's in for a strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jeff Hoffman up and throwing. And that one fouled off. Looked like it was a little bit up.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Pitch misses there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. And first offering is fouled off. The Blue Jays leading by 2 here in the late stages of game 1. That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 1-1.
ball two.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. He's got it. He's 2 away. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Isiah Kiner-Falefa.
Isiah Kiner-Falefa.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andres
Jimenez. Next up for the Blue Jays. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And there's a ball. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 3-0. Fastball for a strike. Up the middle. That's a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Jimenez at first, 1 gone. And now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Rudder takes off. Ball outside. Saved at second with a stolen base. Off the mark there. Full count, 3-2. Move to second, and he dives back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second. And he chases that one. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. 1 for 3.
Jr.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That misses.
1-0.
1-0. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Kevin Gausman, perfect so far. We'll see if he can make history as we head to the ninth. We go to the ninth, and now it's Max Muncy. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game. Foul ball there.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
0-1 down.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this picture in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitchers still able to make some type of contact.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. And here's the closer to try and finish off game one, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the center fielder, Kike Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
And a foul ball. This one's hammered, and it's not coming back, and there goes the bid in history. Their first hit finally comes on a homer, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Base is empty, one away. Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there, and that is strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs. That's inside. Miguel Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. They do it again, back-to-back homers, and we are all tied up. It's 2-2.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting, catcher Will.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jeff Hoffman is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Chris
the Blue Jays.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
48. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. Now 1-1. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Mookie Betts now. Up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. And Betts is set down. And the inning is over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Lewis Dobbs.
Now
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette.
And fouled off. One-run game, bottom 9. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting. Catcher
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Known for his late inning heroics. In there, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that one missing low. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. That's a hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the corner for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
So they're down to their final out. And now, Ernie Clement. Grounds one to short. Betts. And that is the ball game.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.